Tinny from Mini Bowl Design, and today I got some more information. I got another email from Ryan, and I'm about to go through that, but there was some questions. One of the questions is, somebody asked me to make them a mini atomic using the Starbucks cans, and the bottom line is I started to do that, and then I realized that because of the way the cans have to be made from the bottom, that once you get it made and get the wick on it, you wouldn't even know it's a Starbucks can because all the graphics are up above where I cut, plus the wick covers most of it up. So I'm not going to make that until they get back to me and let me know if they still want it, which I don't think they will. But I can just refund your money. It's not a problem. Okay, somebody else asked what the spline and the ring weighed. So I've got the scales right here, and we'll find out because I don't know myself. Okay, the spine weighs just a little over 8 grams. And the ring, which is significantly ruggeder, weighs 13 grams. Okay, so let's put them together and play devil's advocate here, because somebody's going to ask because they probably don't want to add. All together they weigh 21 grams. Now I've been thinking about this, and somebody was talking about the original beer cans, you know, 6 cents of Redemption Center, and they work just fine. And they did, especially the Heineken, which they don't make anymore. And I was thinking about all the things that we do to just put water all over my iPad. All the things we do to improve on them, and they all add weight, but they all really do improve the overall pot. But the thought that somebody emailed me and said was, with this setup, with the ring and the spine, yeah, it's expensive, and the lid too. Water on this lid. These three, you know, they add some weight, and they are expensive in the end. But once you own these 3 items, or in some cases these 2 items, no matter what happens, you'll always have a good quality pot. It'll be rigid, it'll have a nice rigid rim to drink out of, and it'll have a nice lid, because these can be taken from one pot to the next pot to the next pot. You could put these in 20 different pots, no problem. So once you make the initial investment on this, you'll always have a nice pot. So that's a thought. Okay, now let me get to Ryan's email. This basic subject on this is water filtration. Now, a lot of people have emailed me and told me, no, backpackers don't use filters. They just don't. They learn to deal with the bacteria, and that's it. Okay, he said when he started out using a sweet water filter. This is 14 years ago. Now, he started using it, and he had very little use for it because he started in the South. And in the South, he said there were 80 to 90% of the time there'd be a pipe from a spring that was a certified good source of water, and that's where he got his water. So he really didn't use the filter much at all in the South. He said all the way up to the White Mountains. He says the Whites. I'm thinking the White Mountains. Maybe that's somewhere else. But anyway, he said in the Whites there was water from hut to hut, so he still did not use the filter that much. Now, when he got up into my neck of the woods, up into New England a little further, the springs kind of dwindled out, and it went more to streams and rivers and ponds, which is basically my area. Usually, probably half of the shelters up here in Maine have a spring that's good water source that you don't really need to filter on. The other half, it'll be, if it's by a body of water, the body of water is usually like Long Pond Stream or something like that. Although even Long Pond Stream had a spring not too far from it. But anyway, a lot of them, your water source is the river or the pond that you're next to. So he did use a water filter there once you get up into that situation. And I think he said the sweet water plugged up on him after quite a ways up, and he bought as he remembers it, and I'm not sure what it is, a Polar Pure that he bought at Pinkham's Notch for $12. and he used that the rest of the way up. And in between, when he plugged up his filter, he did use some iodine tablets, and he says somewhere there the name AquaPure is in his head, but he can't remember exactly where he did it. So he really did use to filter his water, was very careful with it all the time. And he said he never did get sick from bad water, so he did a good job. So, okay, that's this video. I'm Tinny from Mini Bull Design. Get out and hike, take a friend, enjoy the great outdoors, and more important than anything, have a really great day. Bye-bye.